よし。はよさんです。ついに第3幕、今日もストレイゴッツ、ザ・ロールプレイングミュージカルやっていきます。今日でね、最終回ということで、前回、なかなかショッキングなところで終わりましたが、いよいよ、まだ結局なんか全然、あんまり犯人ピンときてないけど、まあ今日で全てが明らかになるんでしょう。俺はもうちょっとフレディが実は救えたのか救えなかったのかだけが今すごく気になってる。まあその辺もね含めてやっていきましょう。では、続く。よし。いや。いや、でもさすがにフレディの死は免れないのかな。
Grace, I'm sorry. I know what Freddie meant to you.
私だったはずでしょ。彼女を置き去り。いや、彼女を置き去りにしたなんだよな。でもこの魅惑的選択肢を選びたい気持ちと、正直になりたい気持ちがある。せっかくだからちょっと選んどくか。
It should have been me.
実際そうだしな。
This was my fight, my problem.
死ぬ覚悟はとっくにできているっていうのは初耳だったけど、俺も今。
And repeat history? Would you rather have died there, passing your eidolon onto Freddie instead?
そもそもあの部屋にフレディが入ってきたことがもう
Freddie gave you a chance.
止めてくれよお前たちって感じだよな。本当。
Grace, is that what happened to Calliope? Was she attacked by the Furies as you were?
それは俺もそう思ってる。
Yeah. She meant to use the mirror, but she never had the chance before they came.
あれ、鏡を使ったから来たんじゃなかったのか。オープンタさん、おはようさんです。あ、鏡を使おうとしてきたのか。あ、そういうことか。俺、勘違いした。
Who could send the Furies after me? Even Hecate had no idea who possessed that kind of power.
誰かが阻害してるってことか。
Even in our prime, none of the idols had the Furies at our beck and call. Perhaps Zeus, but he's long gone. I honestly didn't know the Furies still existed.
Clearly someone can do it.
I mean, unless they weren't sent, unless they were responding to something else, something you'd done unwittingly. I'm sorry, I'm afraid your guess is as good as mine.
そういうことじゃなくて。そうなんで
The Furies are so powerful. Why did they stop? They just stabbed Freddie and left.
They're not assassins, Grace. They're enforcers of the old laws. I imagine they decided the debt was paid, whatever it was, when blood was spilled. The blood didn't have to be yours.
So if Freddie hadn't interfered,
then they would have come after you, and they wouldn't have stopped until they were through. Not ever.
What are the Furies? They didn't seem like people.
They're not. Hecate called them embodiments of retribution, and I suppose that's the best description. They go back to time before my memory. I was once told they were created to enforce the most ancient laws.
There are ancient laws now?
Decrees one couldn't break, written in blood. Laws even idols abided by in the days of old Olympus. But those surely died with Zeus. Even if they hadn't, you can't have broken any. They're not easy to overlook.
I know Calliope was there to use the mirror. But it was just feeling. I still don't understand why.
Well, apparently she wanted to speak to the fates.
Yeah, okay, but why?
The fates are primordial beings, like the Furies. They're said to control destiny. Perhaps Calliope wished to know her destiny. Or change it. I'm not sure.
Can these fates really control the future?
They're tied into fate, as I am. Perhaps they're even where my power stems from, or how Hecate's books are written.
So someone really didn't want Calliope messing with that.
Or you, apparently.
Could it have been the fates? Maybe they don't like being called on now for anything.
I doubt it. If they didn't want to answer the mayor, I'm certain they simply wouldn't.
もっと情報があれば。
I don't know what to do. We still have no idea why Calliope wanted to talk to the fates.
おお、行くしょ。
Why not ask them?
急に。
You two have caused quite the stir. Hecate is beside herself, and Athena is out of her mind. Well done.
How long have you been listening?
Long enough to know that you need another way to speak to the fates, unless you're planning on trying the reliquary again.
No, not a chance. We'll find the truth on our own, Persephone.
If you sent Grace to wander about looking for Calliope's memories, you're already out of options.
喧嘩をやめて。どうしよう。
Why are you here, Persephone? You made it clear you didn't want to help me.
Oh, she doesn't. What she wants is to help herself.
May I
本当仲悪
explain
い
it
な、
to
この二
Grace,
人。
or do you have another option, Apollo? If so, now's the time. I thought not. The fates will respond to the ruler of
出た。
Hades, the true underworld and realm of the dead.
ハデスの
What
支
I
配者。
propose is that we
俺が
go
ハデスにな
there
った
and
の。
take back the throne that was stripped
急
from
展
me.
開だな。私らで冥界をぶっ潰せるの。あ、最初か。あ、そう、
Is
ペ
that
ルソか。
something we can
あれ
do?
ペルセポネって、
Just go to the
そっ
land of the
か
dead
追い出され
and
たんだっけ
overthrow it?
追い出された。卒業
Truth
して
be
きた。
told, there isn't much to overthrow. Few
とに
mortals
かくまあ
still
元
believe in
冥界の人
Hades, and
間っ
thus
ていうか神
its
様だって
halls have
話だ
been
な。
nearly empty for eons.
So how do you...
The throne itself is the key, both
Oh.
symbolically and literally. Claim it, and
支配
Hades
したいのかな。
is yours.
But you can't claim it because
でき
you're
んだろ。
barred from Hades.
By a rule that we would need to break were we to do this,
いいえ
yes.
ペルセポネ気が合う。いいぜ。破ろうぜ。
How do we get to Hades? Do we need a key like the reliquary?
Athena took my key, and the entrance at Lake
アテナが
Avernus was
私の
sealed
鍵を
long
奪っ
ago.
て随分前に
which
アベルヌ
leaves
ス
only
港の
armies.
入り口を封印してる。
They won't
おヘ
take
ルメ
you.
ス。
They might, if you ask them to. So your promise to help Grace was an empty one? Step up, for once.
ここに来
Do
てペ
what
ルセ
she
ポネが一
needs
番
you
有
to
力
do.
説ができた。
Get us there. I'll lead us to the throne, and Grace can
い
speak
や、
with
いい
the
のか、こん
fates.
な
It's
う
simple.
まい話を信じて。おやろうぜ。
Okay. No need to keep selling me on it. I'm in.
You
選べるん
are.
だ、俺。
Yeah.
そっか。
I need to punch something really
賢い
hard.
選択肢は選べないけど、医学的トロ
Overthrow
ック
hell.
は
I'm
共
good
存
with
する。
either of those things.
Did you see that, Apollo? You see, that is what a
やっ
backbone
ぱ
looks
俺の
like.
魂はロックなのかもしれない。
I can't. I'm
お
sorry,
ついにアポロ
but
と
this is a step too far.
一応分かつことになる
And
のか。
consider this, Apollo. Grace's mortal friend was slain by the Furies. According to the old laws.
Her soul is in Hades.
おっと最初からそう言ってよ。
Freddy's in Hades? What? Persephone, why didn't you lead
ロ
with
ックな
that?
選択肢だ
I
し。
didn't want it to seem
ロック
like
な
I was
展開だ
playing
よ。
on your sympathy, Grace.
マジえ、
But
救え
you'll
るじ
play
ゃ
on
ん。
mine. Fine. I'll get you into Hades.
そうか、冥界
But I'm。not
そっか、
going with
地獄とは違うのか。え、
If that's what you
冥界
prefer,
に全部の
by all
魂を入れるってこ
means.
と呼んでこれるの
Let's find Hermes.
い
Get
ける
this
か
over with.
ね。超ハッピーエンド見えてきたぞ。行こうぜ。フレディの魂をついて帰ってこよ
Shall I wait here, or...
No, no. I'm not gonna lie to them. Hermes has always treated me fairly.
Oh, hey, if it isn't Apollo and Grace and, Persephone. Wow, the whole gang, huh?
I'm afraid I have to call in that favor. I need you to take Grace and Persephone to Hades.
Oh, man, I don't know. Athena specifically said I wasn't supposed to take anyone, you know? No matter what.
Oh, this is pointless. They're never gonna help us,
う。ア
Apollo.
テナやっぱ絶対なんだな。
Can I ask what's going on? Nobody ever tells me anything, and you want me to get in huge trouble, but for what?
あれフレディ死んだことも、うわぁ面倒なことにはならないから、フレディをいやでも、ヘルメスは多分、人情に弱いから。
Freddy's
It's all
dead,
right.
Hermes.
What?
When did that happen? She was killed by the Furies. That means she's in Hades. Probably. I have to try to find her there. You're her friend too. I know you wouldn't want to abandon her.
よっしゃ。
Okay.
ちょっとロックのことも気になったけど。
Signal when you need to come back.
You sure?
Yeah.
フレディ助
Feels
ける
like
こと
the
が大
right
事だか
thing.
ら。
Be careful, Grace. And
正
remember,
解は対価がなければ猛暑は
the
諦めない。
underworld doesn't give up its
魂
shades
の
without a
数合わ
price.
せなきゃいけないってこと。
I think I can tell her the rules,
みたいなのは
Apollo.
私が教えるから。
Let's go.
大丈夫かな。思ったより金ピカだったしかも。あ、これゲートだけが。
Welcome to the
おー、
real
絵に描いたような
underworld.
明快。
Wow. It feels so empty. So lonely.
It's not completely empty. Neither is the throne, for that matter.
もうハーデスをぶっ倒す
A
さなきゃいけない
bitter shade named Orpheus has been
Orpheus.
squatting on it since my exile. I fully
Orpheus.
expect he'll be waiting for us.
よく聞く名前ではある。ワクワク
So
し
there's
ちゃ
gonna
う
be a。fight? Good.
ダ
I
メだ。
need something to
ちょっと
punch.
反射で選んじゃっ
Don't get too excited, Grace. Orpheus is hardly a worthy
た。ダメ
foe.
だな。ちょっと
Really?
二つを読む
Even
前
though
に
he took your
おっしゃった。
throne?
He took an empty throne after I
ロックの
left.
手を
That
見る
does
とちょっ
not
と押さ
make
ざるを
him
得
a
ないんだよ
king.
な。
Just someone else that's in my way.
よくぞ奪った。ああ。
In our way.
倒
you
しゃいいん
mean.
だな。私らのでしょ。
Yes,
切り替えが
in
早い
our
な。
way.
ああ、よかった。次の選ぶ。
Who is this Orpheus? The name sounds familiar.
俺も聞いたことある
It。should. His is a popular tale
恋
among
人のユ
mortals
ーリディスを蘇
regarding how he
らせる
once
ために
came
冥
to the
界に来たはいい
underworld
け
to
ど手ぶら
retrieve
で
his
帰るは
love,
ず。あ、
Eurydice,
じゃあ人間
and
ってこと
left.
神様ではないってことですか。
Hades tricked him, you
Hades
see.
が騙した。
And with Hades
Ah, Hades
dead,
は
the
作詞。
blame has evidently fallen to me.
So he's not a fan of yours.
He is not a fan, no. Not that it matters.
You didn't think to mention
Most of us
earlier
are
that the throne was occupied?
Because it's irrelevant. Orpheus isn't an idol. He's just an
ある存在に
angry
固執
little
してる。
man
それは
clinging
さっ
to
き
an
のね。
existence that doesn't want him any longer.
And what are we supposed to do? Organize an armed resistance? Challenge him to a duel?
That's what you're here for.
I'm gonna fight him?
さっきワクワクしちゃう
Oh,
って言
you'll
ってたの
see.
に。まあ仲良くやろうって。
Okay, so there's an angry ghost sitting on your throne. Anything else about this trip you've neglected to mention?
Come. It's time to
Oh,
cross the
三つの川だ。
sticks.
「何で技なんだろう」「オート」
The ferryman will come
あ、
soon.
来た。私も。
As we are not dead, you will need to convince him you are worthy
私
of
たち死者で
passage.
はないから。
State your case
通る資格があると
clearly
言って
and with
うわ、来た。
determination.
任せろ。でかっ。でかっ。でかってと同じサイズ感のやつ来た。
I am Persephone, also known as Despoina and Kore Sotiera, once queen of the underworld, and shall be again. No, Corone, I did not bring you any cards. I am not here to entertain you.
仲良しなんだ、私森とは。私は最後のミューズよ。私はペルセポネと一緒に来た。私はフレディを助けるために来た。あれ、さっきペルセポネなんて言ってたっけ？正直に話せって言ってた。説得しなきゃいけないっていう話は聞いたけど、助けるために来たとか言っていいのかな？さっきの感じだとだってオルフェウスも来たけど、 追い返されたとか言ってたもん。ペルセポーネの腰着やってく一回。
My name is Grace, also known as
一回お友達になっとくか。
I'm here to help Persephone regain her throne.
Why else? Did you assume I went on holiday?
いけたか？大丈夫か？
I'm glad you think so, but I wasn't relaxing, and I'm certainly not about to start. No, she didn't. Neither of us brought games to play with you, Karone. Stop asking.
そんな彼いつもこんな感じなの？
Has he always been like this?
Once he was as grim as the grave itself.
すげえ
Time has clearly eroded his gravitas. And it appears I'll have to find Cerberus as he's gotten himself lost. Wonderful. Let's get underway, Karone. It's a long ride to the throne room.
あ、よかった。ペルセポネのお友達作戦聞いたっぽい。お、めっちゃくちゃ目が光ってたけど。あ、これ魂もしかして。
I wouldn't touch that.
急に。
Way too much for you. Overload you. Blow a fuse. Every story. Every memory winds up here in the water. I used to dream
あ、これペルセポネソロっぽいな。ちょっと鑑賞タイム入る。
Swallow the anger. Tears in my eyes. Then suddenly I was found alone. I destroyed Hades, but was denied.
あれ、ペルセポネが倒したんだっけ？
Ilia's dead here, isn't it?
Everything here is fading away. She needs her queen.
言いたいこと言わせよう。
Freddy too.
I killed the king fair and square. They had no right to take it from me.
A child in a garden, a prize for a king, property, bound and gagged with silver and satin. I gutted a god. This hell is mine. Won't let it be forgotten. Forgotten.
お、これか？オールフェイスか？なんか思ったより普通の。
Someone's
来た来た来た。
coming. There's
普通の
music
男だった。
Someone's coming.
私もの男。自分も歌い出して。
We have
来た、俺のミューズの力が。
I think we all know what to do. To the throne room. This bard's about to meet a muse.
来たる戦いに集中する。
There's someone singing with us.
あ、俺はやっぱ戦いに備えないといけない。
Is he a muse?
Oh, he's so much more than that.
Someone's We
coming.
might have a problem.
A wolf is waiting in the
This
tomb.
bard's already
Someone's
dead,
coming.
but you can defeat him.
I can
そうか、オ
feel
フェンス
them
もう死んでんのか。
howling at the
My
moon.
help.
Don't forget why we came here.
There's a name
I won't
here
forget,
that reeks
but you
of
can bet he
enemy.
knows someone's coming.
It's about time, Persephone.
Orpheus, I've been.
What happened to the music?
おお、ロックだね。
Waiting for you, Persephone, for
And you brought a muse. Hi. Lovely tune.
バーでけえ手錠があるとすぎて
Can't
気になる。
remember the last time I collaborated with
ハデ
someone
ス
so
のサイズ感
talented.
とかね。
No offense, Betty. Welcome to my underworld. Let me treat you to a song, a welcome gift. I have the floor. It is mine, after
あ、
all.
これぶち倒せばいいわけだな。
Muse. Any requests? Questions?
まあ一旦聞いとこう。主張。
What's your problem with Persephone?
顔。
Do, 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 loop it.
おそう思ってた世界観と違ったな。
I didn't do what I was told, didn't know that it was all a game. I didn't think that he would do it.
ユリリスはさっき言ってたあれ
Eurydice
か。
was
あれか。
gone. And Persephone, you stood right beside him and said, what a shame. He was always gonna kill her and you knew it. And I never got to have my revenge.
おお、誰よりもロック。
My pain never ends.
コーラスまで下のやつ。
Now Persephone won't turn my back. Won't turn my back. Turn my back on you again.
I beg your pardon.
いけいけいいぞ。いけ勝て。
Properly. It's not your song. You better stay open. She's a friend and a god.
The throne is for me. I won't let it be forgotten.
意味のない争いをやめて。うわあ。一回意味のない争いをやめとこう。この曲調はやっぱロックでこう攻めていかなきゃいけない気がしちゃう。
And trapped. Eyes full of cobwebs. Only looking back.
確かに
Don't
神
you
様みんな結
see
構
what I see?
過去見まくりなんだよな。
Dead to me are both the same.
The same?
I like what you're doing, Muse, but I thought you'd be
言
on
いた
my
いことはわ
side.
かる。意外と話の分かる
God
やつ。
is to blame for the hell
二人の
that
胸の内を
he's
さ。
been in.
Persephone, you're the reason I'm here. I'm not here to give in.
Oh, you think I will?
Can I get this through both of your heads? You're fighting over something that's
そう
dead.
仕方ないんだよな。上がったって
You
さ。
should have seen this coming.
There's no
More
point in
insight.
reasoning with him, Grace.
Oh, I believe she was speaking to us both.
I certainly wish I'd
また
seen you.
和訳どっか行っちゃった。
We made a bargain.
いいぞぶちかませグレース。
I
どっちも倒せ。
can't. Promise me you're not using me. I told you we're here for Freddy.
そう俺はなフレディの魂を救いに来ただけだから。
Child cannot see.
Can't let it be forgotten.
めっちゃ怒ってる。
Forgotten.
いけ今のうちに玉座座ったらいい。玉座。二人とも先に進むべきだ。実際そう。
You didn't do what you were told, but you won't face the fact that you're to blame. Persephone, you blew it. You must understand each other by now.
来た来た。
All of this is getting
Yeah.
kinda old. What a shame.
これでこそグレース。
There's the door, walk through it.
But I never
Ah,
got
it's my
to
son,
have my
そん
revenge.
なに降りたきゃ俺が立ち会い人になって。
Our pain never ends.
Our pain never
Orpheus, I promise you
ペルセポレ一番いいやつがあるんだよな。
I won't turn my back. I won't turn
Oh.
my back on you again.
歩み寄った。 解決した
but we have been
Oh.
fools.
You're
配信したわ。
right. Yet, what about the
玉座は
throne?
だから間を
We
取っ
can't
ており
just
ます。
leave it empty, can we?
Of course not.
あると思った。信じてたよ、この選択肢がある。
This hell is mine.
You dare. All this talk of being trapped by the past.
やべえ、これ大
And
丈
it
夫
was
かな
just
フ
a
レディ。
smokescreen so
違うね、
you
俺が
could
玉
take
座
the
につくことによ
throne.
って確実にフレディをそう目
I
標
don't care
達成の
about
手段
ruling Hades, but someone has to sit here to contact the fates, right?
And for that, you needed to usurp my
後で
rightful
返す
place?
後で
Don't make me laugh.
I honestly don't care what you think. I'm gonna finish what we came here to do.
You think that taking the throne will help you? Go on then. Please, show me your power, oh great queen of Hades.
フレディを呼ぶ。いい加減にして運命の3名がめっちゃ接触する。いや、とりあえずフレディ呼ばしてくれ。
Are
フ
you
レ
out
ディ呼び
there?
に来たんだから俺は。
Freddy, if you're here, if you're anywhere, please.
いないのフレディ。
Problems?
Is there some trick to it? Or are you not gonna tell me now?
I'll let you in on a little secret, Grace. There is no bringing back your friend. There never was.
And the fates?
Oh, they hear you. They simply don't
こうやってはいい
care.
どいてはいいのか。あんたなんて嫌い。騙したの。だったらもういいよ。だったらもういいよだな。次の作戦を考えるだけだ。
We came here for nothing.
I doubt the fates would have responded even to the mirror, Grace. And the boundaries of death cannot be commanded away. Not even by the ruler of Hades.
Then what is this throne good for? Just a fancy chair? Bragging rights?
At the very least, I had hoped we might find your friend's spirit.
Why? We can't bring her back.
Not without great sacrifice, no.
話はできたかも
No, the rules of
し
death
れない。
are
これ俺の選択肢のせいで
Yet
話もできなか
you
ったかもま
might
た。
have spoken to
や
her.
っちゃったか
I know what it's like not to get the chance to say goodbye.
This hell is mine っていう。えあ、
Hey.
おー、やっと触れるんだ。
Freddy, you're here.
Yeah. Yeah, I've actually been watching you since you arrived. It's not like there's much else going on.
Fred,
No, don't even start, Grace. I made my decision. I don't regret it one bit.
やり直したいぐらいだよ。やり直したい。いや、巻き込むんじゃなかっ
you
た。そも
shouldn't
そも
even have been there. I
連れ
never
てく
should
の
have
が間
gotten
違
you
いだった
involved.
Hey, no. You didn't get me involved. I got myself involved.
And look what happened.
I got to be the hero of the story.
フレディ
Just for one shiny moment. How
フレディ
cool
が
is
一番
that?
ロック。かっこよかったよ。
This isn't a story, Fred.
You're wrong.
いやーでも無
It is a
理なのかな。
And you need to finish it. Without me. Hey, no.
I guess this is it, huh?
Almost. I found someone while I was down here. Someone you really need to meet.
おい、フレディが優秀すぎる。死してなお優秀すぎる。フレディ主人公だったよ。
Calliope? This... You can't be real. Your soul is inside Grace.
My
Idols don't...
eidolon is inside Grace. The rest of me... I'm here, Persephone.
This is real.
まだその魂のことで混乱してるんだよね。
I don't get it. I thought the Eidolon was Calliope's soul. But if that's true, then...
The eidolon is what makes us an idol, but it's not our soul.
Each of us adds a piece to it as it passes on.
But what about the memories?
The memories are but a reflection. And after the Eidolon is passed on, old memories become a reflection of a reflection. It's why the idols have forgotten so much.
アイドルはいろいろ
You knew this truth once,
全部信じるわ
Persephone.
けじゃないってことじゃん。実
Long
際に
ago.
アイドルだったとしても魂をこっちに
I guess you two were better acquainted than you said. Huh, Persephone?
We parted ways years ago. Persephone couldn't take my lectures any longer.
I'd take them now. I miss them.
No, you don't. Think about how bitterly we argued at the end. Don't blame
なん
yourself.
かちょっとあれじゃない
Not
俺
when
た
there's
ち
so
俺
many
と
fond
フレ
memories
デ
to
ィ
cherish instead.
と同じ匂いを感じる近い関係だったから
Need to know what happened to you, Calliope. How did you die?
Why didn't you come to me? If you were in trouble, I would have protected you.
I know you would have. But I couldn't let you be drawn
ア
into
ポロの
Apollo's
予言に
prophecy
引き
as
込むこ
well.
とできるお何の話ちょっと
Apollo's prophecy?
おいちょっとここに来て
He didn't tell you that? No, I don't suppose he could have. It's a long story.
時間ならたっぷりやるよあんたを殺したやつについて聞かせアポロのことから話していや時間ならたっぷりや
I
る
don't
よ
know about you, but I have all the time in the world. Okay, yeah, bad joke. But I really do need to hear
ジ
this.
ョークだったごめん
Apollo
真
delivered
剣に言ったんだけど
with great
私は死なな
reluctance
くてはならない
a prophecy that said I needed to die.
And who did he deliver this prophecy to?
Athena.
おっ
No.
と
Then she sent the Furies after me when I went to the reliquary.
おっと
I barely escaped. I fled back to the mortal world. To you.
そういうこと
Apollo hates using his power. Why would he have given a prophecy to Athena?
Because she demanded it. She was desperate.
How did you even find out?
やっぱアテナ悪じゃねえこ
Apollo
れ
was horrified after he delivered the prophecy, and he refused to stay silent.
予
He
言
came to warn me.
が出たからにはやらなきゃいけないんですってなっちゃったってこと
Telling me meant I was locked into it. I still think he did the right thing. Though I expect he disagrees.
Why did you go to the reliquary? We know about the mirror, but
You wanted to annul the prophecy.
And the Fates are the only ones who could. If they would even help me. I doubted it, but I was desperate. I never got the chance to ask. Someone told Athena where I was going, and she must have realized what I meant to do.
But how did she get the Furies to attack you? They aren't pets. You didn't break any of the old laws.
I don't know. Maybe it's something the ruler of the idols can do. But you'd have to ask Athena.
やっぱアテナだアテナやっぱアテナ
why come to me? Of all the places you could have run to, why come to my apartment?
Because I was dying.
But I couldn't save you. I barely even knew you.
I was wandering the streets that night, wondering if I should go to the reliquary or just flee. And I heard you singing. I followed you home after to see where you
思ったより
lived.
アナログなやり
I
方だった
didn't know what would happen to me, but I
あ使え
thought,
てた
just in case, I knew I had to hold out until I reached you.
なあいやカリオペのせいではない
I don't blame you, in case you're wondering.
You don't?
You didn't ask for all this to happen.
ありがとうはちょっと言えない
You
な
did the best you could, Calliope.
Thank you for saying that, Grace. Truly.
What was the prophecy? Surely I need to hear it.
If I tell you, you'll be locked into it.
ああ
Just
なん
like
かア
me.
ポロも言ってたの
But the
知らなきゃ
prophecy
なんか
doesn't just say you have to die. There's more to it, right? They always require interpretation.
Apollo told Athena that. He begged her not to jump to conclusions, but maybe she was right.
私にも関
It
係ある。
doesn't just involve you, does it? It involves me. It must, or you wouldn't hesitate.
Athena wanted to know if there was a way to save the idols. The answer was this.
おっと。
The idols cannot continue so long as the last muse lives.
And I'm the last muse.
And now you know the prophecy.
ああ、だから。
You went to
Athena
Pan for the key to the reliquary, right?
Yes.
I did
He's the
not.
reason I knew about Nyx's mirror, actually. He told me about it long ago.
He told Medusa where you went. She, I expect, told Athena.
Oh, Pan couldn't have known what it would mean. I didn't explain.
That's it. You forgive him, just like that.
I'm sure he feels guilty enough, my love.
アテナに償ってもらう。いや、難しいな、これ。真実ははっきりした。真実ははっきりしたけど、でもやっぱアテナはちょっとやりすぎだよな。
Athena's gonna pay for this.
ああ、
She will pay.
She wanted to save the idols. And I wanted that too.
You weren't about to
そ
kill
う、いや、ほ
anyone
んと
to
そう
get
だよ。
it.
だからあった。これで終わりだね。で、どうする？フェアじゃない。まあ、で、どうするだ。
I have to go back. And I have
と
no
りあえずアテ
idea
ナと
what will
話をしな
happen.
きゃいけない。
None of this seems real.
起きた。あれなんかパリオペの若干時差が起きてるけど字幕とすごいなんか音ずれみたいになってるあんたがいなくて寂しいいやーやっぱお別れしなきゃいけないのかめちゃくちゃいいところなのに時差がすげえ気になる
I'm so proud, Grace. Freddie, I gave everything to watch you go. I know. Now it's time to go. It's time to go.
You've returned.
そりゃこの顔にもなる
And I see Freddie isn't with you. I'm so sorry, Grace. Did you at least get to speak to the fates?
No.
Then what happened?
あんたが嘘ついてたこともうバレてるよ。私は冥界の女王なんだから。ハリオペを見つけたよ。ああ、まあ嘘つい
We
てた
know
ことバレ
what
てるよ。
happened. We know about the prophecy and Athena.
Oh.
That's all you have to say? Oh? You knew. You knew the truth this entire time. Even when you said you were helping Grace.
Yes. Yes, I did.
とりあえ
Is
ず
there
全部
more
話して
you
もらおう。
haven't told me?
ああ
Did you know about the Furies as well?
No. I didn't know how Calliope died.
But you knew Athena was behind it.
I thought I could nudge you in the right direction. Help you find the truth without learning about the prophecy.
Well, you failed. We know it now.
Then it's done. You're locked into it.
Isn't the prophecy open to interpretation? Couldn't you be wrong about how it ends?
When am I not wrong, Grace?
That's right. Leave. It's what you're best at. I don't know how this will affect your trial. We could tell them what we've learned. Even without proof, it makes enough sense that Athena couldn't just brush it off. But if she believes you need to die in order to save the idols, if she truly believes that,
ティナ相当凝り固まっちゃってるから
it
な。
won't matter what anyone says.
戦うしかない。うん、そう、俺もそう言おうと
Then
思
I'll
ってた
just have to stop her, won't I?
You want to challenge the leader of the chorus in front of everyone.
俺もそう思ったよ。
She isn't giving me much of a choice.
Well, I dare say she has more of a fight in store for her than she would ever expect.
Is that a vote of confidence?
When you go to the trial, I'll back your play, up to and including overthrowing Athena. Calliope would approve.
But what about...
Just so you understand, our chances aren't good.
必要なものは全て
I
準備した
suggest
方がい
you
い。
do whatever necessary to prepare.
最終決戦に向って。
Great.
「うわ、ちょっと待って、裁判が始まる前に誰かと話をする最後のチャンス、これは一人しか選べないっていう意味なのか、順番に選べるのかによって話変わってくるけどな。アポロをさ、問い詰めてももうあんまり仕方ない気がしていて、ペルセポネも別に問い詰める話、まあ、パンの話聞いておくか、一応。確実に味方になってもらうっていう意味では。
Pan? Are you here? Pan!
あれ、いない？
All right then. Guess I'll just head off.
I thought you didn't want to see me anymore. You're not here to yell at me, are you?
仲間になれ、パン。話をして、ちょっとだけね。謝りたかったら別に謝るとまで言ってないかな。
Is that a problem? Is the mighty Pan too sensitive to withstand a little yelling?
It's less the mighty Pan and more the naughty Pan. Perhaps even the delightful Pan?
Bah! That's right! Bah!
Ah, you've learned
俺のせいで
something.
グレースがどうぞちょうちょ不安って。
Something not altogether pleasant, I'm guessing.
急に切れ出
Tell
す
you
やつ
what,
になっちゃっ
Grace. Let's indulge in one last transaction. Relay what you've learned, and I'll see if I've any advice to offer.
た。突然切れやがる。Let's not. パンに全て話す。だからにはね。
Okay, where do I begin?
Well, of course it was Athena.
Wait, you knew?
No, how could I?
So what now?
Let the prophecy play out.
おい、
Huh?
Let it play out. It doesn't say the last muse will die, just that she must for the idols to continue. Perhaps the idols shouldn't continue.
アイドルを絶やすってこと？
Seems reasonable enough.
見殺し？いやでもさ、アイドルがその亡くなるっていうのは別に。あ、マルさんこんばんは。死ぬってことなのかな？なんかそれはちょっとあんまピンときてないんだよな。人間に戻るとかだったらダメなのかな。みんなで人間界で生きていけばいいんじゃない？アテナは見殺しにしろっていうの。
Oh, so just let the idols die off.
そこ
You'd
だ
be
よな。
okay with that?
Did the prophecy say precisely that? Prophecies
ア
can
イド
be
ルと
such
して存
tricksy
続でき
little
ないだけだからさ、
bastards.
別に。
Frankly, change is long overdue.
ああ。
Continuing on as we have been isn't appealing, and I doubt I'm the only one who thinks so. I'm rather looking forward to the trial now. How exciting.
ああ、よかった、全員いける。先アポロ行ってくか。
Oh, it's you. Paul comes in, mopier than his usual mopey self, and won't say a word about why. But of course, it's you.
あいつ自分のためにやったの。あんたに関係ないよ。気になるんだね。一応
Look, I know you care about Apollo. I'm not here to hurt him.
別にオラクルに何
Yeah,
も罪もない
and
から。
why should I believe you?
Because I just came to talk. I want to sort this out. If I can.
I guess I can go ask him if he wants to talk to you. Don't be surprised if he says no, though.
It's all right, Oracle. I think Grace and I need a moment alone, if you please.
Oh, sure. Don't mind me. It's not like I was in the middle of anything.
このゲーム1、今滑らかなアニメーションじゃなかった。PC が閉じるときのやつ。ちょっとびっくりしたんだけど。
You're angry. You have every right to be.
I don't need prediction. 自分でしょ、もっと上手く
Of
やると
all
思
the
ってた。
people who've lied to me lately,
あ
I least expected it from you.
It made so much sense at the time, but
あ、やっぱ、根がいい
now
や
it's
つだ
almost
か
a
ら難しい
relief
ん
to
だ
have
ろ
it
う
out
な。
in the open. When I first became Apollo, I was so sure I could help people. Help the world. I ignored the warnings. You have no idea how many lives I ruined before I stopped. I never should have given in to Athena. This one time, I thought that maybe it will be different.
まあ、
I
Yeah.
haven't given up. Prophecy or no prophecy. Neither should you.
You're right. You're right. I know you're right. I hope you can forgive me, Grace.
許すことなんてないよ。許せるとは思えない。努力するよ。全然許せてないんだけど。一つも許す選択しなかった。許せるとは思えない。まあ努力するよ。
Yeah, I get it. It's not easy, but I get it.
I suppose I'll see you at the trial, Grace. As always.
いや、
If you
これ
need
どうな
me,
んだろう。アポロのさ、好感度
I'll stand
俺
by
全然上げなかったけど、上げてたらまた話変わってたのかな。フレディもそうなんだよな。あ、いや、ちゃんと喋ってから行こう。フレディとアポロだけがなんか、好感度選択肢みたいなのがあってさ、あれちょっと気になるよな。エンディングとかに影響するのかな。
Did you forget something, Grace?
It felt like we hadn't quite finished our conversation.
It seemed pretty finished to me. What more is there to discuss?
あんたとカリオペの話は
Why didn't you tell me about you and Calliope?
What, tell you I loved her so you and Apollo could pick apart our relationship and then cast me as the murderer? Tell you I spent 2 years hoping she would return, only to find out that that was never gonna happen? Tell all of that to the one she was now a part of, who would one day remember everything we were? Calliope would not have approved of the way I acted. But then she seldom did. It was so good to see her in Hades, to have her say she forgives me. I just wish it were as easy to forgive myself.
自分がかわいそう。そんな厳しいこと俺は言えないけど。あんたはそれ以上のことをしなくちゃ。一緒に一からやり直そう。一緒に。いや、あんたそれ以上のことし
Is
な
that
く
what
ち
you
ゃ。
think you need to do? Forgive yourself?
Good Lord, is there more?
You could start by atoning, by trying to be a better person.
We idols are capable of change, Grace. On rare occasion. Is it any easier out there?
なんだかんだペルセポネが一番人間らしい気がする。1週間経つよ。全然多分そうなる。どうなんだろう、人間はなんか本当に人間したまま来ちゃったから、特に。
Miss a life of drudgery? Sure to end in
いや、
death?
そこまででは
Oh
ないけ
no.
ど。
Even with the trial, this
思っ
is
てより悪
still
くない。
better.
Then you made the right decision in Hades.
I don't know. I guess so.
I imagine the choice will haunt you, won't it?
あの二択も変わったのかな、冥界の女王にならない。ちょっと結構分岐気になってきた、このゲーム。なんかちょっと待って、ペルセポネと思ったより話ができなかったな。もうちょっと話聞けると思ったのに。しっかり西でも見とくか。じゃあ、アテナか。ロックなのは変わりない。そう。なんなら神になったことによって、ロックがさらにパワーアップしたまである。これで殺人犯が誰だったのか分かったね。後にあったんだよ。まあだから直接、そうなんだよな。証拠はなくて、これあれかな、最後に俺が死ぬか、アテネをやるか選ぶみたいな話になるのかな、もしかして。説得できる気がしないんだよな。ここまで綿密にさ、だってこんな回りくどいやり方でカリオペやった上に俺までさ、やろうとしてる。アテネがそう簡単に話を聞いてくれるとは思えないけど、まあ行くか。どうなるんだろう。意外とこれオチが読めない。犯人はやっぱりなみたいなところあるけど。エモいってやつだ、これ最初の始まりの場所に。
So this is it. All your new friends have lied to you, but somehow they're gonna get you through the trial, right? I wish Freddy were here.
Ready.
Like a boat lost at sea, with no sails, not a breeze. I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen. emotion defied. But as I burn, they've all turned away one by one. In the end, am I alone? Like a boat lost at sea, with no sails, no breeze. I am drifting cold water.
あなたの中に嘘を入れた。え、どういうこと？
In your heart, we remain. You do not sail in vain.
特にそんな深い意味はない今のフレーズ。
In my heart, you remain. I do not sail in vain.
Okay, here we go. Hello?
あれ、あいつがいない。
Oh, Grace, there you are. Everyone is already waiting for you on Olympus.
これはオリンポスじゃないの。裁判はどういう流れに進むの？あんたに話がある。まだ
I
早
thought
いな。
this was Olympus.
Not this office building. My word, no.
勇ましい。うわ、怖え。ラスボスの風格あるんだよなってな。
Welcome to Old Olympus, dear.
おお。あ、いる。
Is this a real place?
あ、みんな来てる。
It's the memory of a real place, which for us is the same thing. Let's begin, shall we?
あ、パーンもいるじゃん。結構多いな、聴衆が。
Brothers, sisters, everyone, look around you. We few who remain fled to this new land to escape the war, but we are not out of danger. I waited to tell you until I was certain, and now I am. The idols are dying. It will not be long before even our
やっぱ
immortality
そうなんだ。
deserts
不
us.
正を失うことを
The
も
time
って
for
してアイドルが
extreme
死ぬって言ってんだ。
measures
いいじゃん。
has arrived.
別にさ。だから仲間を殺したの。
Extreme measures, such as murder.
俺はもう攻めていくぞ、ガンガンに。おい、いけ。か
Would
ま
you
してけ。
sacrifice idols to save them, Athena? Seems counterproductive, doesn't it?
It is not unknown for a physician
Wow,
to cut off a limb in order to save the patient.
Oh, that's what you are? The heroic doctor, out to heal the poor, sick idols?
I am trying to save us!
もう全然そこに対しては隠しもしないんだ。言い
I
訳も
will
な
do
く。
anything and everything in my power and beyond to save us
これは
from
正義の違いだな。
extinction.
You'll do anything?
あんたはカリオペの殺害を企てた。うわー、どうすっかな。でも俺、いや、寄り添っとくべきなのかなってのに。やっての気持ちもわからんではない。ではないけどさ。 他に方法があるはずみたいな、いい加減なことはあんま言いたくなくて。まあ、一旦は事実を言っとこう。
Let them know what that anything
一旦は事
includes.
実を伝えとこ
Tell them about the prophecy Apollo gave you and how you've interpreted
う。
it.
大事なことみんな知る権利がある。
The idols cannot continue so long as the last muse lives. Isn't that how it goes?
It's true.
その通りよ。あんたは怪物。いや、うわこれちょっと、ここすごい差を感じるな、この2つと。あんたは怪物になってしまう。まだやめることはできる。一回寄り添っとく。一回まだいけるぞっ
This is your
て。
chance to end it,
やっぱ
Athena.
大事、最後のチ
Your
ャンスを与え
last
ていこう。
chance. I know you want to save the idols, but there has to be some part of you that understands you've gone too far.
じゃあ思ってない可能性がある。
Nothing is
ああ、
too
ほらほら
far.
ほらほらほらもう。
No? Not even murdering Calliope? She didn't deserve your protection? I don't? Tell them.
いや、覚悟決まってる顔なんだよな、完全に。やるか。
Yes, it's me. It's me. Of course, it's me. The one who gets it done. Don't you see? It had to be.
おお。これが。
Turn away when I got the fish. Then you cry hooray once it's on the dish. That's how we do this. Yes, we. Yes, you and me. I have always cared for you. I'll always do all these things for you.
あんたがやってることは愛じゃない。
All these things that you are not prepared to do. You say you care, Athena, look around. The way you care grinds these
期
idols
待
down.
もうちょっと振り固まっちゃってるな。この小娘生意気だわ。
You called it love, Athena. Did you know you're turning them to gold?
尺に触るわ。
Sorry, little bird.
お怖い怖い怖い。
Bring your deck.
This I know. Once the muse is dead, questions creep. They'll
いいぞ、これ
burrow in
激
my
アツの
head.
ミ
What
ュージカル
did
で激アツ展
I
開。
do? What
歌いつないでいく
didn't
感
I
じ。
do? All this time you've shown us what to sing. Wisdom, that's what you bring. Is that still true?
結構煽りがすごくない？
From you, your lost little boy.
見直したよ、アポ
You've
ロ。
lost
いい
all
ぞ。
perspective.
やればやれるじゃん。
Ready to throw this away for this little mite. He's not throwing things away. He's picked up the fight. None of you see. So it's down to me.
殺意が高すぎる。
It's fine. I'll take all the blame. I'll take all the pain. Think you see it all? You just see a scrap. You wanna make the call. You need to hold the map. You cloistered children. It's time for you and all who stand with you.
やれるもんならやってみろ。
Yes, you
私のために誰か死ぬのは嫌だ。やれるもんならやってみろ。上がってやる。 これが俺の選んだフレーズ。
「
あれアポロルート入ったこれ。だってこの流れでさ、アポロアセリオンちょっとチョイスが微妙すぎて。あ、よかった、全員借りれそう。安心した。熱い。みんなでやれば。これ順番によって選べない人とか出てきたりする。大丈夫かな。あ、選べないっぽい。これソロパート誰にするかの選択肢だった可能性ある。
Of course it's me. Because of me, this prophecy would come to be. My Olympus is gone, and you're wrong.
ヘルメスがずっとちょっと複雑な顔してるの気になる。
At her stranger wearing my face. My Olympus is gone. Now I'm some other one. Just how long?
自業自得よ。変わらないものはない。いいんだよ、別に変わったって。入れろ。
There was a voice in me that shouted, Athena, you be strong. Be strong. No cost is great enough. It was wrong.
Oh.
I was wrong. I was wrong, and now I don't know what the right thing is. I leave it up to you what you do with this.
さすがに殴りはしないな、俺。アテナ殴る面白すぎるじゃん。
All these years you ruled this place.
ロックってそういうことなのかな。なんかちょっと野蛮なんだよな、このゲームにおけるロックの選択肢。喧嘩がしたいわけじゃん。たまにすごい選択肢がある。そう。急にそこまでじゃないんだよなっていうさ。よかった。手を挙げなくて済んだ。ブランニューコーラス。新しい実績を解除した。
Are you finished? You've been talking forever.
We're done, yes.
And?
You certain about that chair, brother? You've always said you didn't want it.
I think it's about time, don't you?
あんたが引き継ぐの?
Wait, you're leading the chorus now?
Only for the moment. That's what we need to tell you. We've decided to disband the chorus. No more laws, no more hiding from mortals. It's time the idols found a new way.
You're planning to tell everyone what we really are? Isn't that risky?
We'll give it some time to let those who are afraid go into hiding, but it needs to happen. We have to rejoin the world.
What about Athena? She can't be okay with this.
She won't fight it. She said, and I quote, "Whatever your decision, I will abide by it."
That's a switch.
The fight's just not in her anymore. She was so certain she was doing the right thing.
It must be tearing her apart now that she's failed.
Well, we'll see how long this new Athena lasts.
You all agree to this? No argument?
Oh, we don't do anything without argument, dearest.
It's what Calliope fought for. It seems appropriate. I only wish you were here to see it.
Calliope would definitely approve.
Yes, well, it'll be up to us to pick up the pieces if this all falls apart.
We have to try. What other choice do we have?
It's hard to picture the idols living without rules. Medusa comes to mind, for instance. Think she'll be okay with mortal laws?
Medusa has offered to live in the reliquary. Frankly, I think she's relieved. As for the others, I suppose they'll have to answer to mortal authorities now.
These authorities. Do you think we could ask them about Hephaestus?
I don't see why not.
This is a huge step. Can't believe it's happening.
Changes everywhere. Would you believe Apollo and I finally buried the hatchet?
Even immortals need to grow up sometime.
And give heartfelt apologies.
Which I should have offered long, long ago. Could you all give Grace and I a moment, please? Well, you did it. You survived.
フレディは死んでしまった。その通り、あんたのおかげよ。いや、フレディは死んでしまった。そうなんだ。フレディは死んじゃったんだ
Not
よ。
everyone survived.
I didn't know Freddie well, but I suspect she'd be proud of you.
Oh, probably. You defeated the goddess of wisdom with a song. Top 40 material, Grace.
I'm guessing a top 40 is good?
Freddie sure thought so, yeah.
Obviously, you're as free to go as any of the idols, but I do hope you'll remain with us. We need you.
もう嘘はつかない。何のため
Need me? For what?
You inspired us, Grace. All of us. Not just because you're the muse, but because you're
そうか、俺
you.
もだから。
Oh, okay, yes, there was probably a less corny way to
引
say
き継
that.
がない限りはそっか。無理なんだもんな。
What do you say, Grace?
あれこれやっぱ
Ready
り
to
アップ
face the
ロー
music
ド
one more time?
なのかな。
Always.
2 months later 突然の2ヶ月後。Muse Uncalled という実績が解除されました。え
Of course you're both here. In my apartment. Why wouldn't you be?
We were waiting for you.
I'm told the concert went well. How do you feel?
I'm exhausted.
Somehow the Oracle has managed to get a recording of
あ、もう何
every show you've done.
歌手としてやってんの
I believe she's a bit starstruck.
You can tell her it's okay to come in person. She's on the list.
That would require her to get out from behind her screens.
Everyone here has also been busy. Would you like to hear the latest?
おうあ、びっくりした。えあ、これ昔の写真ってことか。
Is there any word yet on Aphrodite and Eros? They left the city a while ago.
Eros sent word, yes. Aphrodite has started a spiritual retreat in the mountains.
Let's call it a cult.
Whatever it is, he says it's been helping her. Being the goddess of love to the world once more has at last brought her peace.
I thought for sure they'd go into hiding. Aphrodite fears mortals more than any other idol, doesn't she?
Hence why she surrounded herself with only those who shower her with adoration.
As I recall, sister, you also headed several cults across the centuries.
The Eleusinian mysteries weren't about shoring up my ego, Apollo.
What about Venus? Did she go with them?
The mortal? I don't believe so. Last I heard, she opened a gallery. Aphrodite's become her patron.
Venus has painted most of the idols. I sat for her last week, in fact. It's made her rather successful.
What about Hecate and Asterion? Are they still at the reliquary?
Hecate leave the reliquary? I'd sooner believe the sun would go out.
It doesn't hurt that they seem enraptured with each other's company.
Asterion is all Hecate is willing to discuss. Do I need to know every detail of his sexual prowess? I do not.
Didn't Hecate say it is written that she and the Minotaur would eventually break up?
Well, eventually for Hecate could be centuries from now.
In the meantime, she gushes about her new boyfriend like a schoolgirl.
You should hear Asterion then. His gushing puts hers to shame. I'm happy for them both.
What about you, Apollo? Still planning on leaving the city?
Not right away. I've been helping the idols remaining at Olympus learn how to live as part of the mortal world.
Every day he parades about the city with idols in tow like frightened ducklings, showing them how the world works.
But Apollo barely knows how the world works.
That's what makes it funny. It's the blind leading the blind.
And after that?
I don't know. I was thinking of traveling for a time. Despite my age, there are so many places I haven't been.
What you mean is that all the attention on the idols is driving you to distraction.
It is a bit disconcerting. The photographers following me around, the letters addressed to the sun god. I don't know what to do with it all. Even so, I'm not running away. I'll be back. I simply think it's time to see the world again with my own eyes.
And Medusa? I take it she's no longer at the reliquary.
She was. For a few months.
There was an incident involving Hecate's new cat.
Oh no.
Medusa was beside herself with apologies, but needless to say, she moved on rather quickly. We're not certain where.
Meaning what? Medusa is roaming the streets? Doing whatever she likes?
Not quite.
Medusa believed she might not be able to control her appetite, so she asked us to put her in contact with the mortal government. They took her somewhere. It was her decision. The government is grateful. They even suggested we might see Hephaestus again.
Aphrodite's husband? He's alive?
So it appears. Who knows what he's been doing for the mortals since the war, but it would raise all our spirits to see him again.
How about you, Persephone? Any big changes?
Not yet, though I may be selling the club very soon.
The underworld? Why?
I don't need a substitute for the real thing. That's all it ever was, and I'm fine with having neither. That said, I've been itching for a change. I believe it's time to move on to something else.
Do we get to know what that something else is?
No, you don't. I came by to offer the Queen of Hades my regards. You likely won't see me for quite some time.
You will be missed, sister. More than you'll ever believe.
Has anyone heard about Athena? It's been a while.
The revelation of the idols to the mortal world went far better than she could have dreamed. I think it shook her.
Well, she was wrong about a great many things.
As the goddess of wisdom, That's not an easy realization. So she left. Back to the old world.
Back to the old world? It's a long way to travel by yourself.
Well, I asked her to go. There's so many of us who went missing during the war. The idols going public might bring them out of hiding. Athena wanted to leave, and this gave her a purpose. We'll see if anything comes of it.
Is Hermes still around? I'm surprised they're not here with the rest of you.
We've barely seen them of late.
Hermes has been busy. They've become a social media darling, or so the Oracle tells me.
The truly amusing part is that they're not even trying to be famous. They simply can't help it.
Hermes likes to people please, it's true.
Hopefully it won't backfire on them. Fame is a double-edged sword.
Hermes lives a charmed life. Never fear.
Well, it's odd seeing their face on so many billboards, but I agree. Let Hermes have their fun.
What about Pan? I haven't seen him since the trial.
No one's seen him.
Should we be worried? It is Pan, and what he does will reflect on us all.
Pan is harmless.
Mostly harmless.
As far as I can tell, he did regret his involvement in Calliope's death. He'll lay low, at least for a time.
He'll be back with some new scheme to make us all groan.
You're not wrong.
いやー、やっぱフレディはもうどうしようもないんだ。分かってはいたけど。そうか。仕方ないな。
I still can't believe it's all over.
Oh, it's scarcely over, Grace. Now that you've toppled the castle, it's barely just begun.
Oh, I didn't do that.
On the contrary, you absolutely did.
Perhaps we should leave you alone, Grace. You must be tired from your trip.
Kind of feels like this is it, huh? Like we won't see each other for a long time.
No. Not like this. You're right.
Everything has changed.
Stormy, skies clear, soft breeze blow. The ocean lies calm, stars are out. We'll chart our paths, I've no doubt. Where will we end up with different routes? A fresh coat of paint, sails unfurled, ready to go. Watching the shore as we drift away, lost in the sunrise, parting mists of gray, sailing to new
まさかこの二人こんな穏やかな曲を歌って終わることになる。
rush of a new day.
Everything has changed. Everything.
ああ、終わった。 なんか今さ、実績に U サバイバルドみたいなのあったんだけど、サバイブルか。生き残らないルートがあるってこと？やっぱこれあんのかな？なんか何ピントくらいあるんだろうな。ちょっと分岐ありそうな感じはしてたんだけど。他のルートめちゃくちゃ気になるな、これな。実績が全部37あって、今15個クリアしてて、実績の名前見て、あれしようか。あー、やっぱアポロルートはあるな、これ。うわー、なんかめちゃくちゃ気になる実績ある。レイブオンタイム。リターンドフレディーズフィーリングスっていうのがあるんだけど。これ、戻ってきてないレディー。パーンルート、アポロルート。Listen to every song。23分の13。あと10曲もある。曲で10曲もあるってこと？だから、やっぱそもそも展開によって歌う曲も違うってことか。フレーズとかじゃなくて。わあ。うわあ。気になる実績がいっぱいある。なんか多分俺今一番何もない平和な道を選んでる気がする。無難な道を行っちゃったかも。もっとぶち壊してもよかったのかな。なんか不穏なやつもあるな、結構。My time to shine, you can handle this on you. ああ、やっぱりこれ、あれもあるわ。アフロディーテを行かせる道もあるな。必ずしもあそこで引き止められないんだ。うわー、どうする？もう一周ぐらいやるこれ。もう一周はありだな。今回さ、結構賢くなれなかったじゃん。6から始まったからさ。賢いで結構道が変わるんじゃないかなって気はしてる。少なくともめちゃくちゃ変わりそうなのはアフロディーテのルートと、あと多分ペルセポネも確かあれだよな。大悟下ろすともう2つだったから、そこも変わったかもしれないし、あ とはやっぱフレディの好感度を上げたら生き残ってくれる。でも好感度じゃないのかな。うわー、気になるわ。ちょっと一旦。これでもさ、そうなんだよな。自由。途中でセーブってできたのかな。これ続行したらどっから始まる？ちなみに。ああ、そっからか。じゃダメだな。続行っていうか実質終わりなんだよな。で、これ途中でさ、セーブができないから。やっぱ1からやるしかないんだ。うわー。どうしよう。なんかもう1回ぐらいやってもいいかもしれない。もう1周ぐらい。まあ一旦今日はこの第1回1周目としてはここで終わるんだけど、ちょっともしかしたらやるかもしれないです、次は。次はなんか、何がいいかな。今回ちょっとやっぱロック目、グレースで来ちゃった。義理人情ロックグレースで来ちゃったから、最初に賢いを選んで、めちゃめちゃ、冷酷かつ冷静なグレースとかやってみてちょっと気になるよな。なんだかんだ結構いいやつで来ちゃったからさ。ロックテイスト面白かっただいたい結構地のグレース話が通じるやつなのにロックの選択肢を選んだ瞬間に大体掴みかかるっていうね。ちょっと思ったより手が早いグレースだったけど、アテナを殴るとかもだいぶ衝撃的だったの。ちょっと選べなかったな。ちょっと俺には。覚悟が足りなかった。ロックをやりきる覚悟が足りなかった。なんかどうも実績を見るに、多分途中で一回性格を変えるやつが入ったと思うんだけど、あれが入んない道もあるっぽい。なんかその自分の特性をやりきったみたいな感じのあれがあったので、実績が。いや、これはちょっと、まだまだね、やっていきたいなと思います。もしかしたら、全部を、本当に全実績を配信でやるかっつったら、またちょっとだいぶかかっちゃうと思うからやんないけど、もう一周ぐらいは配信でやってもいいかも、と今思ってるので、一回ちょっと間違うの挟んで、次かな。そのさらに次かな。とかやれたらいいなと思います。いや、面白かった。面白かったし、曲も良かったな。結構いろんな曲があって。でもまだ10曲未知の曲があるそうなので、楽しみはまだまだあるということで。いやー。そうか。とにかく頑張ればフレディが救えそうってことは分かってよかったな。はい。ということで、じゃあ今日はこの辺で終わっていきたいと思います。来週は、12月、もう12月？早いな。12月は、ですね、あれだ。また今年もね、恒例のアドベントカレンダー開封を毎日やるのと、それは配信じゃなくて、Twitter、X でやりますと。で、配信はもう一個ぐらいちょっと年内ゲームやりたいなっていうのと、あとクリスマスね。今年クリスマスって何曜日だっけ？ 2、9、16、23。あ、日曜かな？その辺に、もしかしてちょっと前日かもしれないけど、土曜か日曜にね、何らかのクリスマス的なものもしたいと思っています。ちょっと何するかまだ見て。こんなもんかな。で、あとは年越し。年越しはもう決まってるから。アヒル、耐久、配信やるんで、耐久っていうか全アヒル見ようっていう回をね、やれたらいいなと思ってます。そんな感じでね、年内終わって。で、来年からちょっと早いけど、 年明けからかなりいろいろ変わるかもしれないので、また、おいおい。ということで、ストレイゴッツ、ザ・ロールプレイングミュージカル。一旦はこれにて終幕。また次週、何らかのゲームでお会いしましょう。お疲れ様でした。バイバイ。